And are we live? Let me see if we're live.
I see live on my end.
You see live on your end? I'm trying to refresh the page where the Hangout is. Let me just make sure. Can you guys see us? Let me see. Oh, I gotta log in because I don't see that we're live on the page. Can you go to the Hangout page and see if you can see us live?
Yeah, let's see.
If you guys can see us live, just let us know down below so we know. Okay, here we go. Here we go, here we go. Hold on. Okay, let me just log into my admin and we will get the show on the road in just a second, guys. Welcome everyone to the Hangout. We're just trying to make sure that everybody can hear and see us. So we are live. Log in, and we're just going to get started in just a minute. Okay, well, welcome everyone to the Victory Tribe Wednesday night workout. I've been working out too much. I can't even talk right anymore. The Wednesday night workshop. Okay, the Wednesday night workshop. Welcome. This is a workshop that we do every night, and what we're going to be teaching you, or what we actually teach you every single week, is really how to build your business on the internet, right? You have a business, you have a product or a service that you're trying to get out there, you have, team members that you're trying to recruit, and you might be struggling with doing just that, okay? And it really doesn't have to be a struggle when you know how to do it. And so that's why we have these hangouts here on the Victory Tribe Wednesday night hangout, or workshop, I should say. Let me close this window because it's a distraction. So what we're going to talk about tonight is how to get 10 or more leads every single day. Hold on, I'm getting feedback. 10 or more leads every single day using social media. So welcome. If this is your first time here, again, my name is Lisa Torres. I am one of the founding members of the Victory Tribe. And we're excited to have you here. We have tons of people coming in right now. We have almost 70 people watching us live here. Actually, we're almost 80 people watching us live here, people from all across the world. We actually just started these hangouts a few weeks ago. We missed last week and the week before because of Christmas and New Year's week. So this is our first time back for the New Year. So Happy New Year, everybody. So let's just get right into it. I'll share a little bit of my story for those of you who are here for the very first time and don't know much about me or the Victory Tribe. Again, my name is Lisa Torres. I am from New York, but I'm currently living in Atlanta, Georgia. I have been making money online since, and I hate to use that term, but that's what it is. I've been making money online, building a business online, teaching people how to build a business online since 2007. Okay, 2007, 2008 is really when I first put my foot in this door and was really trying to figure out how can I stay home with my family and not have to go to a job and trade my time for money. How can I trade my time for money at home, right? And so I needed to figure it out. So when they laid me off, I made a decision that I was going to figure out this internet thing and stay at home, period. Okay, at that point when they laid me off and they called me into their office, at that moment when I left that office building in New York City for the very last time, that was when I put my foot down and I said, never again will anybody hire me ever again, because from this point on, It's about me and my future. From this point on, it's about the decisions that I make inside of my business, and I'm going to make it happen come hell or high water. And if honestly, if you don't have that kind of mentality, because you're settled, right? So many people are just settled at their jobs. They're comfortable. They're comfortable getting a weekly or bi-weekly paycheck or whatever it is. They're comfortable with letting the boss tell them when and when they can't take vacations and things like that. I want you to start thinking like an entrepreneur if you want to make this a reality for you. Social media was actually where I first started. Okay, when I first got started back then in 2007, it was YouTube, it was MySpace. That's pretty much all we had: YouTube, MySpace, and forums. Okay, a lot of people used to hang out in the money-making niche trying to figure out how to build their business online in forums, MySpace, and YouTube. And from YouTube, we went to Twitter. Okay, and from Twitter, you know, even with Twitter, even with MySpace, even with YouTube, I was signing people up back then, getting leads. Really, actually, I'm lying. I wasn't getting leads back then, but I was signing people up because I understood I understood attraction marketing. I understood that in order for me to be able to make sales, I have to put myself out there. And many of you that are watching right now, you're just uncomfortable with putting yourself out there. You're uncomfortable with doing videos. You're uncomfortable with blogging. You're uncomfortable with sharing your story and who you are and what your vision is. And I want you to get comfortable with being uncomfortable. Because when you can get into an uncomfortable state and do it anyway, you know, I know my special guest tonight, Melinda, which I'm going to bring out and introduce her to you in just a second. But, you know, she made a video today where she said she's going to do it even when she doesn't feel like doing it. And see, that was the kind of mindset I had when I first got started in 2007. I'm going to do it. I'm going to figure it out. When I first joined my first online business, okay, my make money online or make money from home kind of business, it was a $97 program. And I found that business opportunity through someone from YouTube. Okay, she was shooting videos. I was watching her and several other people. And that's the thing. You probably don't know that people are watching you because you're not getting interaction from, you know, your followers. But I promise you that they are watching. They are watching to see if you are going to be consistent. They're watching to see if you are going to, you know, drop out. They're watching to see if you're going to move from one thing to another. They're watching you like a hawk. And they're trying to figure out, are you the right person that they want to buy from? Are you the right person that they want to join? Okay. So when it comes to, you know, getting leads and making sales on social media, you have to be present. You have to be present. You have to be consistent, right? So getting back to when I first started out on YouTube, I started out because I signed up with someone who was shooting videos, okay? And I knew nothing about shooting videos. I didn't even have a camera. I didn't even know how to use YouTube. All I knew was how to watch videos on YouTube. That was it, right? But I said, remember, when they laid me off, I said, I'm going to figure this out, come hell or high water. And so when I joined her, I looked back and I said, wait a minute. Let's look at what happened here. Let's look at what happened here. She doesn't know me. She's all the way in Florida. I'm all the way in New York. And here I pulled out my credit card to join her in a business because she made a decision to shoot YouTube videos, to put herself out there, to brand herself, to talk about her vision, to talk about her passion, to talk about her, you know, the opportunity that she was presenting to me, which was the person on the other end who was looking for a way to make money on the internet so I did not have to go back to work, okay? And so when I looked at that scenario, I said, well, wait a minute. Monkey see, monkey do. If she's shooting videos and signed me up, well then, duh, why don't I go buy a camera create a YouTube, create a new YouTube account for my business and start shooting videos. Because the same way that I was watching her and several other people, and I made a decision to join her, the same way that I was doing that, if I shoot videos, well, it's only going to be natural for a whole bunch of people to be watching me and other people. And if I bring value to my videos, then they have no choice but to want to join me. They have no choice but to want to, buy my products and services versus other people who are doing videos, right? And so videos was my break. Videos was where I first got started. The moment I started putting myself out there, and it was uncomfortable. It wasn't easy, okay? I was sweating. My heart was racing. I was stuttering in my videos. I had to do my videos at least 1,000,000 times before I actually put one up. But you know what? When you do one, you do another one, you do another one, and every time you do another one and another one and another one, it gets easier and easier and easier. It's kind of like a child riding a bike or trying to ride a bike for the very first time. They get on that bike and they need the training wheels. And the more and more they ride that bike, eventually they're gonna be at a point where they're gonna be able to take off the training wheels and start riding that bike and balancing it out on their own. And so your business and working social media is the same exact thing. Okay, right now you might be on training wheels, and you know what? That's a great place to start. It's a really good place to start if you're on training wheels, because without the training wheels, think about it. How can you succeed? How can you have the assistance to balance yourself out and get accustomed to riding a bike if you don't have the training wheels? If you don't have the training wheels, which is your community, your environment, your action, right? If you don't have that in place, you're just going to fall right on your face, right? And you're probably going to quit. Okay, so that's where I started, and then from YouTube, where did I go from there? Twitter. Okay, so Twitter came around. I was in another network marketing company. It was another attraction marketing system. I sponsored about 57 people in about 60 days from Twitter when it first came out, because that was the new hot thing. And then from Twitter came Facebook. Okay. And then from Facebook, as soon as I got on Facebook and I started mastering that, guess what? I sponsored over 200. No, it was more like about 150 people just from Facebook alone doing free stuff. And the free stuff was basically just networking with people on Facebook. Okay. I became a diamond in the network marketing company that I'm still in, which of course I'm not going to mention any names, but I became a diamond in that company from Facebook, okay? So basically what I'm trying to tell you guys is put yourself out there and stop being afraid and stop making up excuses as to why you can't do it, or as to why you feel so uncomfortable with shooting a video. Videos are powerful. Videos are super powerful, and if you're going to sit here and make up excuses as to, I'm too fat, or I don't want to do my makeup, or my house is a mess, or excuse after excuse after excuse, guess what? Where do excuses usually get you? Nowhere. So the more you make excuses, the more you're going to stay exactly in the same spot, okay? You're going to stay in the same exact spot. So what I want to share with you guys is, how to start getting at least, I mean, I've spoken to people, and I personally know people who have been on Facebook, right? They're networking on Facebook, they're using Instagram, they're trying to work Pinterest, they're using Twitter, they're using YouTube, they're using all these social media sites, but they're still not generating at least 2 leads a day. 2 leads a day. Why is that? I had a conversation with my husband the other day. It was like, why is it that two people, right? Two people who have skin, who have blood, who put on, their pants the same exact way, who eat the same exact way, who breathe the same exact way. Why is it that two people who are in the same business, promoting the same product, the same service, the same business opportunity, one can go out there and absolutely crush it, and the other one doesn't? What is that about, right? And even though we still couldn't really come up with a solid answer to that question, because it's still a question that's really still up in the air. Why is it? I mean, what do you think it is? I want to hear your thoughts down below. What do you think it is? Melinda, I'm going to pull you out in just a second to find out, maybe you can come up with a good answer as to why you have two people, they're shooting videos, they're blogging, they might be doing this and this and that, but there's something about one of them that is just like everybody is just attracted to. They're just sucking people in like magnets, right? And I kind of have an idea, which I'm not going to share right now. I'm going to wait a little later to share with you what my idea of why people are lead magnets, and they step up into leadership, and they're just attracting so many people, and they get so many likes and comments and shares and all these things on social media, right? I'll give you what I believe is the reason why you have two people doing the same thing, and one is attracting a whole bunch of people, and the other one is still not making any kind of anything in their business, right? But I want you guys to post your answers down below and let me know what you think, and I'm going to be reading them in a second. I actually have another computer right next to me, so I can actually see the comments and what you guys are posting, because I want this to be an interactive workshop, okay? So what we're going to talk about tonight is how to break through, how to break free, how to position your mindset in such a way that you will start attracting people. Remember, it's not about, okay, you know what, I'm going to save that one for later too. I don't want to give you all the secrets in the beginning of the hangout, because we're only 20 minutes in, but I'll save that one for later. But so what we want to share with you is the structure, the format, the formula, if you will, about what it really takes to start generating leads and to start converting those leads into sales inside of your business, okay? Because that's the one thing that most people struggle with, okay? Which is why there's such a high failure rate, because what you don't know, you just don't know. But you're here to find out what it is tonight. Okay. All right. So we're going to save the answer for you for later. Right now, I want to pull out Melinda and introduce Melinda. Melinda has been working with me for, I don't know, a little bit over a month, maybe 2 months at this point. I'm not really sure. I'll let her answer that, tell you that part. But she's been working with me kind of behind the scenes, and I've been coaching her and mentoring her. I'm going to let her share a little bit of her story, and I'm going to let her share with you the results that she's gotten from implementing what we're going to kind of coach you on tonight. Okay? So Melinda,
Yes.
I love your attitude. I love your smile.
Okay.
I love that you are just, even with a small baby at home, even with a busy household, you even as a busy wife, you still get up and you do whatever it takes. And I saw your video today, and kudos to you, but that's what it takes. That's what it takes for you to have the kind of mindset to do whatever it takes. That's how you get results. So I'm not even going to share with you, well, I think I shared it already, but I'll let you share it. So come on out. You are on screen right now. Everybody can see you. Go ahead and introduce a little bit of yourself, and just let everybody know why you're here, how you got here, why you were invited, why I'm so excited for you, and the kind of results you've been getting by, implementing certain strategies on social media.
Well, hello everybody, and I just want to thank Lisa for inviting me on the call. This is such an honor, and I just love the Victory Tribe. I mean, they're amazing. And just to tell you a little bit about myself, I actually started off in 2007 as well. I think that was like a magical number in the internet world. I got started off on MySpace and YouTube and all that stuff, and struggled tremendously, but then I got a mentor, and he kind of pulled me out of the gutter and helped me, and I started making a lot of money online. Well, I think the biggest difference between the success with Lisa and me was that Lisa was consistent and she kept going. Me, on the other hand, I kept sabotaging myself. I would get on, make the videos. I even called myself like the internet money making mama. It was crazy. I was just like on it, and then all of a sudden I would get afraid of the success, and then I would just back down, and I would leave for a couple months. And so as time went on, I just kept coming in, coming out, coming in, coming out. And I finally made a decision that I love marketing. This is what I wanted to do. And just got back in and made a decision that I'm going to do this. I started off as a court reporter and absolutely, completely just hated that job. I just got the job because I was on welfare, and I just was tired of being on welfare. And I opened up the phone book, and it said, court reporters make $50,000 a year. I said, I'm going to do that. Went to school, started maybe 2 days later, and within a week, I knew something was wrong. I didn't want to do this, but I did the job for about 12 years. And so I was just completely depressed, and I kept remembering loving internet marketing and the money that I was making, so I got back in, but things weren't the same. When we were in MySpace and we were doing YouTube, it was rolling, but I came back, and some of the same strategies that I was using, they just didn't work anymore. And so I got back in. I'm just like, wow, I can't make a sale to save my life. And so I just started looking for different mentors. And I actually had been following Lisa for a while, but never reached out to her. Actually, at one of the events, I was so afraid to even ask her for a picture. It's so funny. I wanted to just go up to her and say, hey, I've been following you. But I was so afraid, and I didn't have that confidence to even go up, shake her hand, and say hello. So that's a big thing that I think that separates a lot of people from being successful and not online, is just confidence. But, just started basically watching Lisa and other leaders in our community, and really basically trying to model not just the strategies, but how do they carry themselves online? What could, confidence, with Lisa, she really don't care what anybody says. She's going to say what she wants to say. And I just admire that, about her. And so I said, I want to have that thing. And so it's not just about how she markets or how anyone else markets. It's their attitude, how they treat people, the positive nature that they're putting online. And so when I got involved in the Victory Tribe, I was just a mess, because I was putting out stuff, I was putting out content, YouTube videos and all this stuff, and I wasn't getting the results that I wanted. I was maybe getting a lead here, a lead there, and I'm like, wow, how you go from making $5,000 to $10,000 a month back in 2007, and now you can't even generate a lead, And so when I got into the Victory Tribe, I just really started looking at the information that they have there, and it's one of those things where you're like, I can't believe this is for, not really free, but I can't believe she has this stuff back here, because the stuff that you're going to, when you get started this evening, you're going to be amazed at the content that is provided through the Victory Tribe. And so I just started like looking at, what am I doing? What is she teaching? What is Meredith teaching? And started tweaking things that I was doing wrong. And one of the biggest things that I was doing wrong, I wasn't sending people to my blog. I was making YouTube videos, spilling all the beans, and never sending people back to my home, at least I always says. And I would just give them all this great information, and then you know what? They will watch my video and just go to the next video. And so in the Victory Tribe, they're always teaching back to home, back to the blog, back to the blog. And so I started implementing that. Every time I did a YouTube video, I would put it on my blog and I would send people to the blog. Every time I did something on Instagram or Pinterest, I'm sending them back to my blog. Whatever content I put out there, I want them to meet me at home, because I don't want any other distractions. I don't want them to click on any other videos. And that's a big, huge thing that I started doing, and I started seeing the leads starting to trickle in. And me being someone on YouTube, I was like, okay, how can I really maximize this? So I also started studying John Pemberthy, and this is a strategy that I think you guys could start using tonight. Was instead of creating these long drawn-out videos, I just started creating really small teaser videos. And in these videos, I would have maybe 3 to 5 tips, but I'd only give them like 1 or 2 tips, you know. And so I'd say, okay, with the, you know, I know you like these tips. If you want to get the rest of the tips, you're going to have to go to my blog and get them. And before creating these videos, I would do some keyword research, and when you get in the Victory Tribe, you're going to get all that information. Don't worry about that. But, you know, I would find the keywords that people are looking for, put them in the video, and then would create just a really small teaser video and send them to my blog. And I noticed people started coming because I would give them a reason to go back to the blog. And I'd also say, and then you'll get like a free download. So trying to make an irresistible offer basically to get to my home, you know. Just like when you're dating and that guy is like, you know, trying to make himself look all great and whatever so he can get the next date. That's basically what you're doing online. So, and if you want to kick it up a notch, you know, I know we're talking about free leads, but if you want to kick it up a notch, you can go to Fiverr and you can purchase some backlinks and get even more people to your blog. But that's probably another training. So just focusing on how can I get them home, how can I get them home. And it's not like it happened overnight. You know, Lisa was talking about Compound Effect by Darren Hardy, and that definitely, I'm telling you, if you can be patient, but you can implement the things that they're teaching you in the Victory Tribe and in our community, if you can implement it day after day and say, listen, I'm going to do this no matter what, you're going to start seeing the effects of just what you're doing a little bit at a time. So I started just implementing the things that I've been learning from Lisa and all of our other leaders, and now I'm really starting to see a tremendous amount of leads coming in. I've never been really great at generating a whole lot of leads, but now they're starting to come in. So just implementing the compound effect. And
how many leads have you generated, let's say, between yesterday and today?
I think about 20 leads. About 20 leads between
20 leads a day.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how many sales have you made within the past, I think, what was it, 24 hours? 48 hours?
Within the last 24 hours, I had 3 sales.
Okay. Oh, look at that cutie in the background. She's knocking on the door.
Well, older sister has to come get her. I have a 16-year-old too, and a 12-year-old. So
busy household. Yet you still, you still put forth the effort to grow your business.
Right.
So okay, so let's recap a little bit. You wasn't generating leads before.
No.
You wasn't making sales before.
Maybe about 1 to 2 a month.
Two leads a month?
I'm saying about 1 to 2 sales a month.
Okay, 1 to 2 sales a month. Okay, 1 to 2 sales a month, which is more than the average, unfortunately. It's more than the average person making, because most people aren't making any sales, let alone 1 to 2 a month. Okay, so that doesn't put you in the low bracket. It puts you in the mid bracket. Okay. Wow. So get excited about that. But now you're making 3 sales in a day.
Right.
Right? You're making 3 sales in a day, which was it's a totally different ball game. And here's one thing. I'm gonna get back to what the answer to the question that I was trying to what I was going to tell you before, about why I think you have two people doing the same thing, right? And yet one is having success and the other one isn't, right? Right. And I'm going to tell you two things that I believe is the reason why you have one successful and one not successful. And the first one, I believe, first of all, it's not, usually people say, oh, but I'm blogging daily, or I'm shooting a video daily, or I'm doing this every day, and it's still not working. Well, my opinion is this. It's not, and write this down. Grab a pen, grab your phone, write it down, type it in somewhere. Okay, so here it goes. Ready? It's not about what you're doing. Mm-hmm. It's about who you're being. It's not about what you're doing. It's about who you're being. Okay? The person that you're being has everything to do with the results that you're going to get. I don't care if you're doing, I don't care what kind of marketing strategy, free, paid, offline, it doesn't matter. Okay, it doesn't matter. Because it's not about what you're doing. It's about who you're being as you're doing that. Okay? That's powerful when you really think about it. Who are you being as you're doing what it is that you're doing? Because you have two people doing the same thing. Right. Two people doing the same exact thing. If you guys just had a breakthrough with what I just said, post it below because I want to hear your thoughts on that. Two people doing the same exact thing, yet one of them is successful and one of them isn't. And the one that isn't is sitting here scratching their head, trying to figure out why. But I'm doing the same thing. Like, I don't understand. Mm-hmm. Well, you know what? It's who you're being as you're doing. That's so right. I want you guys to think about who you're being as you're doing what you're doing. Okay? So that's my reasoning number one. Okay? Now, of course, this isn't set in stone. This isn't, the God Almighty answer. It's just my answer. It's just what I can think of. Okay? The second thing, hold on a second. The second thing why I believe that a lot of people are not getting, like you could have two people doing the same thing but not getting the same results, is leads. Okay? Leads. If you want to make more sales, write this down too. If you want to, and if you, where was it? Where was my, what did I write today in my Facebook status update? Yeah, I wrote something like, leads is the lifeblood of any business. Okay? If they are not flowing through, you're not going to make money. And if you don't make money, you don't have a business. Right? Makes sense, right? That's like having a McDonald's. Let's say you own the McDonald's franchise, right? And you made a decision to open up that franchise in the desert where there's no traffic. Who's going to come to your restaurant in your lonely little desert? No one. But if you put your McDonald's franchise in the middle of Times Square, guess how much business you're going to get? Okay? So leads and who you're being as you're doing what you're doing while you're generating leads, to me, I believe that if you can focus on being the person that you want to be, right? Visualize the person that you want to be and be that person. If you are the type of person who's all shy and, oh, I can't make videos, or, you're just dry, but you want to be, maybe, okay, let me give you an example. Maybe you're the type of person that just talks like this. Hi, my name is Lisa. I really don't know what to talk about, right? Right? You're that type of person. I've seen it. I've seen people make videos like that, right? So let's say you're that type of person where you're just like, oh, camera shy, and you don't know what to talk about. You're like sweating bullets, right? I want you guys to start practicing being the person that you want to be. So if you know that you're a shy person, that your energy level is so low and boring. Now, there's nothing wrong with that, because I don't want you to not be who you are. It's great. But if you envision yourself not being that, then don't be that. Start testing different personalities in your marketing, right? For example, I want you guys to get, if you're a shy person, let's say, for example, I want you guys to start becoming the person that you want to be. Okay, so for example, you're that shy person and you talk all low like this, and you look at the camera, or you won't even look at the camera because you're so shy and you're like looking over here and looking over there, right? Instead, I want you to turn on the video, use your voice, look into the camera, and speak with confidence. Speak as the person that you want to become. So if a confident, strong man or woman is who you want to be, then start acting as if you are, and you will be. See how simple that was? So start practicing it. And I don't want it to sound like if it's a fake it till you make it kind of thing. It's more fake it until you become who the person you want to be. Okay? Fake it until you become the person that you want to be. And why am I sharing this? What the hell does this have to do with generating leads anyway? It's probably what a lot of people are thinking right now. Oh, I came here to learn how to generate 10 leads a day. Well, guess what? These are the things that you need to know before you can even think about generating 10 leads in a day. Okay? Because if you don't get the foundation, like you can't build a house without a foundation, right? If you don't get the foundation right, you're dead in the water. You're dead in the water. Never generate leads. You'll never convert those leads into sales, ever. If you don't get this part, if you don't get what I'm teaching you guys here, okay? You are dead and stinking in the water, okay? So let's talk a little bit. I'll bring you out a little bit more, Melinda, because now I want to talk a little bit more about, because what we talked about more is more mindset, self-driven kind of stuff that you need to be practicing as a person. But now let's talk about a little bit more of the technical side of stuff, which is like the tools that you need in your business to help you generate. I mean, you could sit here and learn all different kinds of strategies. You can learn how to write an SEO blog. You can learn how to do a solo ad campaign. You can learn how to do a Facebook PPC campaign. You can learn how to network with people on social media, or Facebook and Instagram, and you can learn how to create beautiful images and put them on Pinterest. But the bottom line is, if you don't have the foundation, and if you don't have the tools, that's right, you will never be successful, period. Period. Or at least you won't get the kind of success that I'm talking about. The kind of success that Melinda is experiencing right now. The kind of success that put me on the #4 spot within the past 24 hours on the leaderboards. Okay? That's the kind of success that I'm talking about. Where signing people up is not a problem. It's not a problem. You're having a problem signing people up in your business right now, selling products, because you have not implemented everything that I just taught you, which was basically about, working on yourself, being the person who you want to be. It's not about it's not about what you're doing, it's who you're being, right? Stop putting your McDonald's franchise in the desert, start putting it in Times Square type of thing, right? Now let's talk about the technical side of stuff. So when we talk about generating 10 plus leads a day, I'm not talking about having people message me on Facebook or comment on one of my pictures on Instagram or anything like that. Okay? To me, that's not a lead, that's a prospect who's interested. There's a difference between a lead and a prospect. A prospect is someone who is asking you questions. They may be interested in what you have. They're asking you questions on the inbox. They, whatever. A lead is someone who goes inside of your autoresponder, your email autoresponder system, and they start getting your follow-up emails. That's a lead. That's different between somebody asking you questions and you're sitting there crossing your fingers hoping that they'll buy from you. That's different. Because guess what? That person is if you're not generating leads and you just think you're just gonna talk to people, right? Or hopefully somebody inboxes you to ask you questions. Okay? If you think that alone is just going to get you to the next level, you have another thing coming. Is what I have to say, if that's what you think. Because I see a lot of people doing that now. I could probably share my screen right now and literally show you what people are doing. As a matter of fact, let's do that. I'm going to share my screen with you and show you what people are doing, just to give you guys an example of what I'm talking about. So let's see. Let's go back to Facebook here. Okay. I'm going to post in something, let's say, I'm going to pick a random company. Can you see my screen, Melinda?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to put in just a random company. Let's say, okay. So we're going to see, I'm going to look through here and see what, let's say, Beachbody coaches, for example, are talking about here. That one's not a good example because there's only one.
Missing the O.
What was that? Oh, that's what it was. Okay, thank you. And I know Facebook might be doing away with hashtags, because every time I try to do the hashtag thing on Facebook now, it's not working. Let me see something. I know it works. Hashtag wasn't working before. Let's see, Herbalife. No. Okay. Yeah, the hashtags. It's going to be hard for me to show you kind of what I was talking about. Let me see. Let me try something else. Let's see. No. Okay. Let's see. Let me go to a fan page. Okay. Let me see if any of the reps are probably putting their stuff out here. Let's see what's going on here. I'm just trying to look for some examples of what some people are doing, so you can kind of see exactly what I'm talking about. And this is probably not a good example because I'm sure they'll get deleted if they try to put their links on here. So I just wish the hashtag thing would work. Not gonna work. Let me try. Let me try another company. No, it's not working. Okay, so you know what? I'll go to another site. No. Go to econosquare.com. Econosquare is a place where you can search for hashtags on Instagram. So I'm going to put in, let's say, Beachbody as our example. Okay. I'll just click on here. We're going to see what people are posting and where they're sending people to. Okay, so these are a whole bunch of people talking about Beachbody stuff. So here is a Beachbody thing here. Close that. Okay. Let's see. Come on. All right. Okay, I'm going to go to this person's profile, so hopefully it will open. Let's see. Let me try to do this. Copy. Let's see. Okay. Okay, perfect. Okay, so you see what this person is doing right here? They are sending people directly to their affiliate link. Okay, so if I click on this person's link, it's going to go directly to her company generated, replicated website. Okay? Okay, let me explain to you what just happened. If I was a prospect, right? If I was a prospect and I just went to her Instagram account and I checked out her profile and I clicked on her affiliate link that she had there in her bio, and it took me right here. She's given me all the information that I need, and you might be sitting here saying, well, great, isn't that what you want to do? You want to give your customers all the information that they need? No. That's not what you want to do. And here's why. If I was a potential customer or team member, right? First of all, there's a gazillion other Beachbody coaches out there that I can be going to check out, right? If I hit the back button and leave this girl's site and go on to somebody else's site, guess what? She will never hear from me ever again. Ever. She won't even know that I came to her site. She has no way of following up with me, no way of communicating with me, absolutely nothing. She has absolutely no way of doing anything. She doesn't even know I exist. But if she was using the right tools for her business, right, she might be doing all the front end stuff, right? Look, she's got some really great pictures here, right? She's promoting her business and she's doing her thing, right? She's doing her thing. She's getting likes, she's getting a few comments, whatever. She's out there, she's spreading the word about her health and fitness journey. She's excited, she's pumped up, she loves her products. And that's great. That's great. But she just lost me. Why? Because she made a decision, and it's not her fault, because what you don't know, you just don't know. Okay? So looks like she has a great smile, she has the personality, she's showing up every day, she's posting her pictures, she's promoting her product, she's doing everything that she's supposed to be doing, right? There's one thing missing. The other side of the coin. The coin. You have two sides of the coin. You have the head and the tail. She's got the head right, but her tail is missing. And what's her tail? Her tail is her tools that she needs to start generating leads and converting those leads into sales. Okay? What she needs to be doing is sending people to a capture page when they click on this link in her bio so that she can generate a lead. Okay? If I click on her link, she's giving me too much information. I'm going here and I'm getting all the information that I need from her. If I wanted to go just straight to Beachbody.com and screw her, I'll just buy it straight from Beachbody. Never hear from her again. Or if this is the first time I'm seeing Beachbody, I'm like, let me start doing my research. Well, guess what? I'm going to leave her page. I'm going to go to YouTube. I'm going to go to Google. I'm going to go to Facebook. I'm going to start, finding other people, looking at other people that are promoting this, looking at reviews, looking at testimonials, looking at all this stuff. This is what people do. Whether you like to believe it or not, it's what people do. I do it. When I'm looking at a product, I'm going to do my research on the product. I want to see other people's testimonials. I want to hear stories. I want to see, everything that I need to know about that product before I buy. That's the kind of shopper I am. I don't just buy just to buy. I buy because I like to be informed on what I'm spending my money on or what I'm investing my money in. I don't just buy just to buy. I buy because it makes sense. And so if I was someone who was looking for a Beachbody coach, and this is the first time I'm seeing Beachbody, and I saw her, well, I'm just going to say, well, let me just do my reviews. I'm going to leave her page. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to X out this page, and she will never hear from me again. And if I wanted to find her, and I X out the page accidentally, guess what's going to happen? I'm going to be like, oh, shit. I just fucked up. Oh, well, we're just going to have to find another Beachbody coach. She loses. I lose. Everybody loses. But if she had collected my email address, now I'm on her list. Now I can get her emails. Now it's easy for her to follow up with me, to communicate with me. It's easier for her to sell her products to me. She generated a lead. So imagine if 10 people came to her website and put in their email address. Now she has 10 leads in a day just from Instagram. Okay? So do you guys even understand what I even just shared here? Like, do you guys even get what I just said? Let me know inside of the chat rooms. I'm going to put my screen back on so you guys could see. I just wanted to share that quick example for you guys. Melinda, does that make sense about everything that I just said?
It makes so much sense, and that's the very reason why I wasn't making the money that I desired and generating the leads that I wanted, because I was just so focused on trying to make a sale instead of trying to get a subscriber so I could build a relationship with them. That was my biggest problem, just focusing on my bills and focusing on what's going on and the lack that I had in my life, and saying, wait a minute, I got to build a relationship with these people. And so, getting the tools like the blog and all the tools that we talk about in our community, and finally saying, look, I want to build a relationship with this person, so when they need to make a decision, there's nobody else to sign up but me, because I've spent the time, I've sent them emails, I've talked to them about myself, I'm connecting with them, and now they're like, oh, I'm ready to join. And that's the key. But now my focus is not trying to get the sale right away. Because usually the people that sign, a lot of times the people that sign up with you just like that, a lot of times are the kind of person that sometimes they get in and out of things very quickly. But it's the people that have been watching you, have been on your list, and they've started building a relationship with you. Those are the people that are like really, really great business partners. So that makes total sense. That was the reason why I was struggling like crazy in my business.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And you know what? When you generate a, what I'm going to say was, I have people that list, right, after I collected the lead, I have people that have been sitting on my list for months and still hadn't made a decision. Mm-hmm. Then finally, months later, they pulled out their credit card and bought from me and joined my team. Why? Why is that? Because my focus wasn't to make the sale, like Melinda just said. My focus was to generate a lead and provide value. That's right. It. The sales come in the back end. Okay, the sales come in the back end. I generated a lead, and I provided value, and I built relationships with that person on the other side of the computer. And so over time, the people that have been sitting on my list for some time now, opening up my emails, reading them consistently, watching my videos, reading my blog posts, connecting with me on social media, maybe they weren't ready at that time to buy. Maybe, I don't know, maybe they didn't have the money. Maybe I don't know. I don't know what their excuse is for not buying right away. All I know is that my job as a leader, as a marketer, as a business owner, as an entrepreneur, as someone who's there to provide value to the people on my list, to give them what I want, right? If you're here right now and you got an email from me that invited you here, guess what? You're on my list. You're on my list. You gave me your email address because you came in through one of my capture pages, or maybe you came in through my blog, because my blog generates leads too, right? You came in the door, you requested information, you saw the email that I sent you out today, and you raised your hand and you said, yes, I want to attend this event. Had I not created capture pages and used an autoresponder system and had my blog and stuff like that, would you be here? Would there be 84 people, almost 100 people on this hangout? No, you wouldn't. Would I consistently be making sales after sales after sales and generating 40, 50, 60, 80, sometimes even 100 leads in a day? No. Of course not. You just wouldn't. The name of the game. You want to learn internet marketing? You need to play by the rules. And what's the rules? Well, we already talked about how your business is. It's where do I have? I don't have a coin with me right now, but I want you to take out a quarter, and I want you to tape it to your wall. Matter of fact, take 2 quarters out. Tape them both to your wall with clear tape. One is going to have head facing you. The other one is going to have tail facing you. Just remember that the head part is the foundation we talked about. And that was to, instead of doing, start being. Being the person you want to be as you're doing whatever it is that you're doing. And then the tail part, when you see that tail on your wall every day, just know, am I building my list? How many leads have I generated today? Have I provided value to that prospect, that potential customer, that potential business partner, my future leader on my team? Have I provided that information? The information that they need. Did I show up in my business today and communicate whatever it is I have to communicate with them through email? Did I do that today? I send out 1 to 2 emails every single day, and many of you have been getting my emails, and you're all probably just sick of seeing my emails right now. And you know what? Unsubscribe. I don't care. Because guess what? I'm still going to be here building my business, sending you emails every day. You don't like it, get off. Hit the unsubscribe button right below inside of the email. Just do it. Get off my list. Go find somebody else to follow, or continue doing what it is that you're doing that's getting you results. Because if you're here trying to generate just a measly little 10 leads a day, clearly you're not getting results. You have a problem. And my job is to help you fix it. That's what I'm here for. And that's why that's why we do these Wednesday night hangouts. And that's why in just a second you're going to pull out your credit card, because right now you're excited. You're excited to learn more about the head of the coin. You're excited about learning more about the tail of the coin. You want to figure out how to put all the pieces together. And that's what we're going to help you do in the Victory Tribe. So go ahead and click that link right next to this video, right next to this broadcast here. You'll see a box saying join the 21-day challenge. You've got 2 hours left. 2 hours to make a decision. You know, I was listening to my good friends Paolo and Cassandra today, power couple, and I took some notes, and I want to share with you a couple of those notes. And I shouldn't even be sharing you my notes with you, but I'm going to do it anyway. And it's about decision making, okay? And here's the thing. When you make a decision, right, and I'm just reading my little note here. Make a decision. Make a decision and you continue with what you have. Okay, so you have a decision to make, right? You could either make the decision now to either click that button, right? Pull out your credit card and get inside the 21-day blogging challenge, right? That's a decision. It's a $25 decision. You have a problem. We have the solution. It's a $25 decision, okay? So you either make the decision to get inside the Victory Tribe now and start learning how to build your business. Listen, we're not here to blow smoke in your face. We're here to tell you the truth on what it takes to be successful on the internet with your business, whatever business that is. I don't care if you're selling makeup. I don't care if you're selling beautiful eyelashes, right? And you're batting your face all across social media. You're batting your eyes. It doesn't matter what it is that you're selling. I don't care if you're selling toothpaste. I don't care if you're selling shakes. I don't care if you're selling wraps. I don't care if you have your own coaching business. I don't care if you are a ClickBank affiliate marketer. To me, none of that matters. What matters is that you're missing one side of the coin, if not both, and you need help, and we're here to help you. So the quote was to make a decision, right? Because either way, you still have to make a decision. You're either going to make a decision to start getting results by clicking on that button, or you're going to make a decision and say no and start getting the same results you've been getting. Then the second thing he said was, watch how instantaneous decision making is. I want you guys to think of an elephant. See how instant that was? You don't have to think about it. You don't have to think about the elephant. You don't have to sit here and say, okay, I got to think about what an elephant looks like. You saw the image in your mind. You saw the elephant. That's how fast you need to make decisions, especially when it comes to the future of your business, the success of your business. So make a decision, click that button, and we will see you inside. You have 2 hours. This clock is counting 2 hours. It's going to reset at midnight. And when you click that button that says join the 21-day blogging challenge, right, we're going to teach you all about the blog, and we're going to teach you the head and the tails, okay, once you're inside. Here's the type of person we don't want to join us in the 21-day blogging challenge. The person who's skeptical, right? Negative Nelly, broke Betty, complaining Karen, ditzy Dolly, I don't know. If you are any one of those types of people, we don't want you here. What we want is people who are sick and tired of not getting the results that they're looking for. Okay, sick and tired of not getting the results that they're looking for. That's who we're looking for. People who are ready to invest their time, to invest, basically put your money where your mouth is. That's what we're looking for. Put your money where your mouth is. You want success? Let's see how bad you want success. Let's see how bad you want it. Let's see what you're willing to do to get to the next level. What are you willing to do? I know what I'm willing to do. That's why I'm here. I know what you're probably not willing to do. You're probably not willing to sit there and keep getting the same results over and over again. You're sick of it. So making a decision to click that gray button right next to this video is really nothing to think about. What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? Think about what? Think about if you want to have success or not. Is that what you're going to think about? Think about, oh, do I deserve this or not? Is it really something to think about if you deserve it or not? I don't know. I think you deserve it. I think you deserve to click that button next to this video. Melinda, do you think they deserve it?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Why?
Think about your family. Think about your why. Think about the reason why you're here in the first place. You know, does your family deserve it? It's not about just do you deserve it. It's about does your legacy deserve it? That's what it's all about. The people that you need to impact. There's people out there right now that want to join, but they just don't have the right person to join, and they're waiting for you. They need you. And so it's not all about you. It's about your legacy and the people that you need to connect with. And for $25, I mean, think about 6 months from now. Do you still want to be in the same place that you're in right now? Absolutely not. And are you going to let that $25 get in the way of that? No. So it's a no-brainer.
Exactly. Yes. All right. So with that being said, we will see you same time, same place, every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Time for our Wednesday night workshop here with the Victory Tribe. You have 2 hours to get in, and when you get in, we're going to give you some cool bonuses. But you got to get in before midnight when that clock strikes 0 and refreshes. If you don't, you can still get in later on, but you're going to lose the bonuses, the cool bonuses that we have waiting inside for you. So with that being said, we love you guys. We're excited for you. We're excited about the results that you're going to start getting when you come in inside and start working with us to help you start generating leads and sales on social media and, you know, paid advertising, whatever it is that you want to learn. We have the education here for you to do that. So we'll see you next week. Thank you, Melinda, for hanging out with me tonight. Congratulations on your 3 sales. You have many more sales coming. Many more. Just believe that. Believe it. Because they're coming. All right, guys. Have a good night. Peace out.
All right.